Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom to the 12 tribes of Yashala. Giving records to all honor and glory and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Mahashiach, Malak, YAHAWASHI. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahawah. In the name of the only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI. This is your brother, Yashala, coming back, y'all, with yet another video through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Mahashiach, Malak, YAHAWASHI. Right? And this is going into, there's no greater alms than preaching the word of the Most High, right? Because you have your actual alms, which is what we're about to get into that, right? But you also have the spiritual alms, all right? So let's get this about the actual alms first. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 6, right? I'm gonna start at 5. Now the context of this is basically Tobit talking to his son Tobias, and he's giving him some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right, on certain matters, right? So this is Tobit chapter 4, verse 5. My son, be mindful of the Lord our God all thy days, and let not thy will be set to sin, nor to transgress his commandments. Do uprightly all thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteousness. Right, you want to follow the way of righteousness. You want to keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and keep his faith, right? Verse 6, for if thou deal truly, thy doings shall prosperly succeed to thee, and to all them that live justly. Verse 7, here's the point. Give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thine eye be envious, neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of the Most High shall not be turned away from thee. So the Most High, or basically Tobit, because he has the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the Most High, he's saying to give alms according to thy substance, right, of thy substance. And when you give alms, and alms is basically charity, right, charity to the poor and to the needy, right, whether it be money, right, in the form of money, maybe food, hospitality, stuff like that, that's giving alms, right? It's really mainly in the form of money and, food and stuff like that to the hungry and to the poor, right? But it says, when thou givest alms, let not thine eye be envious, right? You don't want to be envious when you're giving your alms. You want to, basically be free to give, right? Freely give, like the Lord said, right? It says, neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of the Most High should not be turned away from thee. Right, so you don't want to turn your face from the poor man, the poor and afflicted. You're looking at him, you're like, ugh. You kind of have your dollar there, and you don't really give it to him because he's poor, right? So basically, Tobit is saying not to do that. Verse 8, if thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. Right, if you're a rich man, you're expected to give a little bit more because you're rich, right? You have wealth. You have the ability to give your money, right? That's why it says, if thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou hast but a little, maybe, hey, you're barely making it. You know what I'm saying? You're barely making it. So according to your little, don't be afraid to give according to that little. Right, he's about to say that. If thou have but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little. You don't be ashamed of giving, a brother $1, $2, because that's at least you giving something, right? On the other hand, someone like Drake giving somebody $100 or even $1,000 is nothing. So he should be able to do that because he has billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I believe he has. Well, okay, let's just say millions, right? He has millions of dollars. Verse 9, for thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity, because that alms do deliver from death, and suffer not to come into darkness. For alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. So alms is a good gift, man. That's a good work, right? Because that's going into charity. You know what I'm saying? Charity. That's going into you, loving your brother and your sister. And you want to give alms to your people, all right? Verse 16, give of thy bread to the hungry, and of thy garments to them that are naked. And according to thy abundance, give alms. And let not thine eye be envious when thou givest alms, right? So, alms can be in the form, like I said, could be in the form of money, in the form of food or clothing, water, stuff like that. And you want to give that to the poor and needy of your own people, you know. It says, right, and let me look up the definition of alms. All right, let's look up the definition. So alms definition, right? It says in historical context, money or food given to poor people. See that? It says money or food given to poor people. So that's what alms are, right? Money or food given to poor people. And it's really, oh, look, check that out. The etymology of the word alms goes back to the Greek alinos, right? Which means mercy. So you're basically having mercy on your people when you give them alms, right? When you give them food, when you give them money, people that are in need, right? So let's keep going. Let's get some more on that about the alms, right? So let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 6. Now we're touching on the physical alms right now, right? We're touching on the physical alms right now. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 1. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen in them, right? You don't want to do, give your alms in the middle of the damn, let's say, you do it in the middle of the damn audience with 100 people, 200 people looking at you, right? Or you recording it and then 900 million people see you giving alms, right? See you giving money, right? Let's pull that up, man, right? Let's go to Drake. What is it called? God's Plan, right? So let's look at this real quick. Okay, I don't want them to, well.
Oh my God! I can't believe it. Oh my God, I was just so happy with you.
So if you haven't seen this video, right? If you haven't seen this video, it's Drake giving money to, to people, right? But guess it says 1.2 billion people watch this video. Now, is Drake supposed to be doing that? It's cool to give money, but 1.2 billion people have watched this video, right? If not even half of that. So he's doing the alms to be seen of men. And so he's going off, right? He's not following after what YAHAWASHI is saying. YAHAWASHI said, if you want to give your alms, don't do it to be seen of men, right? But to be seen of the Most High, right? Your Father. It says Matthew chapter 6, verse 1, take heed that you do not your alms before men to be seen of them. Otherwise, ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. So Drake doesn't have any reward of his Father, right? And he is an Israelite, right? But he doesn't have any reward of his Father because, for one, he's giving his alms just to be seen of men. He even posted, how much money was spent in that video, right? Verse 2, therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets. Right? When you're about to give your alms, right? Don't go on to Instagram Live and you're recording it, you're giving your money to the poor, or don't damn, sound a trumpet like the Lord says, sound a trumpet, everyone looking, right? And you giving your alms to the poor, saying, hey, look how righteous I am. I'm giving my alms, right? Well, I was about to spend this money on this sandwich. I'm gonna just give it to the poor. I'm so righteous. Because that's the kind of spirit that you have when you're doing that kind of stuff, right? You're giving your alms just to be seen of men. You want to declare that you're righteous, It says, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. And their reward is nothing nice. Remember, when the YAHAWASHI said their reward, that reward can be good or bad. Now, in this case, it's bad, right? Because let's go to the book of Revelation. Because when you think of reward, you think of, something good, a good prize. It's not always good, right? Because let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 22, and verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. So what does that mean? If you are wicked and YAHAWASHI comes back, he's going to reward you according to your wickedness. Now, he's not going to give you the kingdom. He's not going to give you a car. He's not going to give you a grand righteous prize if you're wicked. So the reward can either go both ways. You see that? If you are leading a righteous life, he's going to give you a righteous reward. And if you were wicked, he's going to give you a wicked reward, right? And let's even go to the archaic definition of reward. Because remember, we're reading this in the 1611 Bible, right? Salakia. You see that? So it says, a fair return for good or bad behavior, right? Be rewarded, receive what one deserves. Now, if you're good, you're going to get a good reward. You're going to get what you deserve in righteousness. But if you're wicked, you're going to get a wicked recompense, right, or reward. Let's go back. All right. So that's some things about the alms, right? When you're giving your alms, all right, and it's not too deep, all right. It's not too deep, all right. It's not too deep. You can read about that, and Salakia. Let's go to the book of Acts chapter 10, right? Acts chapter 10 and verse 1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. Now, Cornelius was an Israelite, all right? Verse 2, a devout man and one that feared the Most High with all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to the Most High always. See that? He gave alms to the people. And that was recorded for a reason, man, right? Everything that was written in past time was written for our learning, right? Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. So it was written for our learning so that we may understand the importance of alms. Right. So now that we know, kind of what alms are, now let's look at the spiritual alms. So basically the spiritual alms is what? Is basically preaching the word of the Most High. Right. It's preaching the word of the Most High and teaching it. Right. Because what's going to get you, more money. Right. What's going to get you more wealth. Right. Because let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 7. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7. All right. Salakia. Matthew chapter 7 and verse, where did I want to go to? Salakia. Where did I want to go to? What I was thinking of. Okay. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse... This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth where moth and rust doth corrupt and where thieves break through and steal. Right, so you don't want to lay up treasure for yourself on earth, because physical alms can only go a certain way. You can't give, another brother your whole house, your whole bank account. You still need to live too, right? So you can't give your whole damn bank account to your brother or to your sister, right? Because then you don't have anything, right? And if you don't even know the person, you don't know what they're going to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So alms can only go a certain way. It can only go to a certain point. Because alms, remember, is carnal, right? But this teachings, right? The doctrine of the Most High, that cannot be weighed with gold, like it says in the book of Job. Let's go to the book of Job, right? Chapter 28. It's the book of Job, chapter 28, and verse... I'm going to start at verse 12 so you know what it's talking about. It says, but where shall wisdom be found? So the subject matter is wisdom. And where can it be found? You're trying to search up online. You up late at night, 3 a.m., looking up videos, conspiracy theories, and how Disney is the 666, and all this messages and movies and cartoons and all that. You're trying to find wisdom. And men can hardly find it, right? It says, but where shall wisdom be found, and where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof. Because there's no price on this wisdom, this knowledge that the Most High has bestowed upon a certain men and women in these last days. Now that it is it found in the land of the living. The depth said, because this wisdom, it doesn't come from here, right? This wisdom doesn't come from here. It comes from the Most High, right? It comes from the Most High. Because let's go to the book of Job, chapter 31. Salakia. Where did I? Oh, Salakia, Job chapter 32 and verse 8. But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. So the Most High, right, who dwells in the heavens, he gives us the knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So that's why it's saying that is not from the land of the living. Job chapter 28 and verse 14. The depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not with me. You can't go to the water and to the sea and try to seek wisdom, right? Try to find the Most High's wisdom, trying to get the knowledge on how to break down Revelation chapter 13. It's not going to be in the sea. It's not going to be in the damn depths. It's not going to be in the ground, right? It comes from the Most High. Verse 15. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighted for the price thereof. It cannot be valued with the gold of Euphor, with the precious onyx, or the sapphire. Right? The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold. No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold. Whence then cometh wisdom, and where is the place of understanding? Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living, and kept close from the fowls of the air. Right? Destruction and death say, we have heard the fame thereof with our ears. God understandeth the way thereof, and he knoweth the places thereof. For he looketh to the ends of the earth. I'm going to just read the whole thing. For he looketh to the ends of the earth, and seeth under the whole heaven, to make the weight for the winds, and he weigheth the waters by measure. When he made a decree for the rain, and a way for the lightning of the thunder, Salakia, then did he see it, and declared it. He prepared it, yea, and searched it out. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. You see that? So the Most High has declared unto man what is knowledge, wisdom, understanding. But not everyone's going to get it. All right? Not everyone's going to get it. And so the point I want to touch on from that is that wisdom cannot be weighed with gold. There's no price for it. You know? You can't go to your local store or online or Amazon and eBay and try to buy the Most High's wisdom. You cannot. You can't buy it. There's no price tag on it. And so what I'm saying is alms only goes a certain way. These physical alms only go a certain way. That dollar that you gave to the poor, that dollar, though you are doing a good work for yourself and you're laying up treasures in heaven, right? But that dollar is soon going to go away with that man. A dollar is, a dollar is a dollar, right? It's something, but it's not enough. Hey, even $100, even $1,000. So alms can only go a certain way. And so that spiritual alms, hey, that is more greater. That's greater, right? So let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians. Like, I don't want to make this too long, right? But this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse 1. It says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. So we got to follow after charity, all right? Salakia, where is this one I wanted to get? This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, and verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and have all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing, right? So you want to have charity as well, right? Charity, love, and all that stuff too, right? But where is this one? Salakia. Let's go to the book of James. Because by you preaching the word, that's you giving the food, right? That's you giving food, right? And spiritual money, right, to the people. James chapter 5 and verse 19. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth and one convert him, right? Let's say you bring a brother or sister into the truth. Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. So by you preaching the word and you teaching it, you could bring a brother or sister into the truth. That's way more better, in matter than you giving $5 to the poor. You see that? So you're giving them something that cannot even be bought with gold, right? You're giving them that something that doesn't even have a price tag on it, all right? So, and by you giving spiritual alms, the spiritual alms is you giving this word to them, right? Because this word is likened unto bread, right? This word is likened unto bread. All right, let's get to this. All right. This word is likened unto bread, right? Salakia. Right, this word is likened unto bread as well as wine. Let's go to the book of Songs of Solomon. Salakia. Right, was this 5? Right. This is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. I am coming to my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends. Drink, yea, drink abundantly, O beloved. You see that? So you're giving this knowledge, wisdom, understanding onto it. Because it's not really talking about, just the myrrh and the spice and then just honeycomb and stuff like that. Like actual honey. It's talking spiritually. Right? You getting this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You're eating it up. Right? Because you can actually eat it up. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 15. This is the actual concept that we see in the scriptures. Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 15. O Lord, thou knowest me, remember me, and visit me, and revenge me of my persecutors. Take me not away in thy long suffering. Know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke. Thy words were found, and I did eat them. And thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of mine heart. And for I am called by thy name, O Yahawah, God of hosts. So it says thy words were found, and I did eat them. So you can actually eat up the words of the Most High, eat up the knowledge of the Most High. Right? That meaning that what? You're consuming it in your brain, in your mind, and you're understanding it. Right? Because let's get this. Ear try meat. Mouth tasted meat, right? Let's get this in Job. This is the book of Job, chapter 34, verse 3. The ear trieth words as the mouth tasted meat. So when the elect hear this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, it's like a song. That's why it's saying in the book of Revelation that that they're singing a new song. That song is very comely. Slaki, that song is very comely to the elect. And so when they hear it, it's like they're tasting the best damn food ever. Right? Because it says that the ear trieth words as the mouth tasted meat. So just like how your tongue, when you're eating something and you feel like, okay, yeah, this is tasty. When the elect hear the words of the Most High and the knowledge, they say, okay, yep, that's it. That's it right there. You know what I'm saying? And they consume it and they follow after Yahawah. Let's go to Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. Right? I'm going to start at verse 3. Because of the Savior of thy good ointments, thy name is as an ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee. Verse 4. Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. You see that? So that's basically talking about the elect running after Yahawah. Right? Let's get this about food likened. Oh my. Let's get this in Proverbs then, right? Proverbs chapter 24 It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, and verse 13. My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb, which is sweet to thy taste. Now, if you didn't have the knowledge, understanding, you would be like, well, why is King Solomon, just talking about eating honey? It's not talking about just actual honey, right? Verse 14, it says, so shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul when thou hast found it. Then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. So knowledge and wisdom, understanding is likened unto honey. All right? If you have ears to hear. So when it's talking about, the spiritual alms, that's you giving the honey to the people. You giving the wine. You giving them the bread, the meat. Right? Let's get that about the meat and stuff. You giving them the milk, especially. Right? Especially. Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. Salakia. Hebrews 5 and 12. It says, for when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God. And ye are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. What is that talking about? You need milk, right? Does that mean when you come into the truth, you just need to be drinking milk, that's it? You kind of just stop drinking wine or, some orange juice. You just have to drink milk all the time. It's not talking about literal milk. Milk is the fundamental and basics of the scriptures, right? The basics. Basically, Israelite 101. Who is Esau? Who is Jacob? Right? Who are your forefathers? What tribe do you come from? Right? The basics of the scriptures. What did the Israelites look like? These are the basics of the scriptures. Who is YAHAWASHI? What did he do? Who is the Most High? What is his name? What do the angels look like? What does YAHAWASHI look like? Where is Israel at? Where are these various tribes at? Right? This is the basics of the scriptures, right? So that's what that's talking about. Verse 13. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belonging to them that are full of age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. Because a man or a woman that's on the meat, hey, they're well developed in the truth, and the meat is going into the heavier things of the scriptures, breaking down things, the parables in Revelation, Matthew, John, right? Even the epistles, right? The Pauline epistles. All right, let's go to the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 1. The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder, and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. You see that? So why is Peter saying feed the flock of the Most High? Is that talking about some actual sheep or lamb, right? You got to feed them. It's talking about what? Feed them this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So that's how we give the alms to the hungry and to the poor, right? That's how we do that. All right, by preaching and teaching the word of the Most High. So with that, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, MASHAK, YAHAWASHI. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.